Okay, here we go. Another match from the winner's side on the Action Pool Tour. We have the Virginia State 10-ball championships here at the Diamond Billiard Room, Midlothian, Virginia. We're going to have two very familiar faces to this observer. Mr. Eric Moore here from the Virginia Beach area, a former Action Pool Tour Player of the Year. Eric says he's been playing less. He's been working as a longshoreman down there. He also recovers pool tables at the Q Master. That place alone would be a year's income. It's 75 tables. So here we go. Eric Moore on the break. His opponent is one of the tour sponsors, Dr. David Hunt of Haselman and Hunt Family Dentistry. And Dr. Dave is a little bit gimpy today. He's got a bone spur in his right leg, and here he is in the third or fourth round on the winner's side. He's a good player. Eric is pool table concern is EFM, Eric F. Moore, pool table recovering. He does a marvelous job. He's a terrific player and table mechanic. He does the tables here too, I believe, at Diamond Billiards. And this is a totally top quality room with great food, excellent junior program, bunch of tournaments, leagues. This place is a true hotbed here on the Midlothian Turnpike. And they've sponsored the Action Pool Tour for as long as I remember, and I've been here 8 years. So, Mr. Thomas Dorsey. His one of his managers, Mr. Larry Kressel, is still involved on the winner's side in this tournament. Larry is a terrific player too, and still, why not? Okay, that's a no hit. This is 10 ball. All balls must be called, including safes. It's like Eric is taking I don't know if it's like he's going to shoot the 10.
If you are in the undefeated side of the open draw, you will be playing 2 more matches this evening, not 1, 2.
This might be the last match we see on the winner's side. No, still another round, Larry. Still 2 more rounds. Well, Uncle George is going to be out of here after this round. 11 hours is long enough for this old goat. I gotta have something left in the tank for tomorrow. Because we won't be out of here till 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow night. I can't hear you. I might stay for that one. What can I say? What am I'm a lifer. What else am I going to do? This is what I got left, teaching pool and doing this. Love both and love the people on the tour here, and it's been a godsend for me. That was a little less than ordinary from Eric. Might be going behind at 7 and 10, and give Dave a difficult.
On table number 14, winners bracket action, Steve Fleming, Nathan Childress, table 14.
Well, he has Dave behind the 7 and 10. In bowling, they call that goalposts. The quick hands. Many are called and few are chosen. Look at this. He hits it. It almost makes. Oh, he didn't hit it. Oh. Oh, the 7 and 10 moved. Never mind. It looked so good for an instant. Well, Eric, like all other pool players, hadn't been playing. I never met too many that said, I've been playing every day and I've been playing great. They usually don't tell you that. Whoop. Looks like we're... Might be just playing safe behind the 7. Oh, he didn't get there. That's a pretty good shot. Oh, loser's side looks pretty like a tough neighborhood in its own right. I see some Matt Craw over there. Bruner was over there. R.J. Carmona. Oh. Well, Somebody's going to win this game eventually. Tails from the short side. A little high left English here to keep the ball from tumbling at the rail. That's a beautifully hit ball there. Well, he's on the correct side of the ball, except that he's in another zip code. I saved some of my better material for later, especially when everybody's resistance is down. As I end the refrain, thrust home. So spake Cyrano. The Gascon with the big beak. 1-0 for Dr. Dave. Again, thanks a million to Dr. Dave and his Haselman and Hunt Family Dentistry for their sponsorship of this event and their support of the Action Pool Tour over the years. I know there's one thing that's working on me tonight like Chinese water torture. You know what that is? That. Watching him do that drill. I might have a psychotic break. Then I can't make any promises what happens after that. It would be... maybe that's, I'm fortunate I live 165 miles from here. I'm very fortunate for that maybe. even if I didn't, I'd be wearing this joint out. They'd have to rebuild my house. I'd be eating too many of these burgers and they'd have to reframe my doorways. But I'm having fun. This is a typical 10-ball rack. A grind. That's a good honest shot. He clips the 8. He's got to play to clip the 8. If he splits those balls, he's.
Table number 3, Bethany Sykes, Kathy Hall. Sykes and Hall, table 3.
It was. Well, he did all right with the split. He's still going past the 6 though. Yeah. I knew he didn't like that. How do you over chip the cheddar? That's a fairly representative looking opportunity. I like that selection. Dr. Dave Hunt takes a 2-0 lead.
Michael Andrews go to table 12. Andrew Mann and Michael Andrews, table number 12.
Nice break shot from Eric. Nice opportunity in front of him here. He's got reach and jack up. He's all right. A little dicey. Nice shooting from Eric Moore here. He makes quick work of rack number 3 and gets on the board, trailing 2 games to 1. Good shooting. Good break shot and very timely run out there.
Table 1 will not be played on for the rest of the evening for the tournament, but be very courteous to the players around you, please.
Oh, 11 p.m. That used to be when the evening started for me.
Me too.
Used to wait and see dew coming down the glass in the summertime, you know, air conditioned inside, sticky outside, the sun coming up, and here we are, staying in the shade. A lot of shady characters. Eric pushed out. I think he's gonna. I took my eye off the game. Sorry, folks. I don't know what happened. You know better than what I know. Uh-oh. This looks like a nice opportunity for Eric to even the count here. He's going to have to go through the 6-10 gap. No, maybe not. This is tricky. I don't know if he can escape the kiss. Ah, he did. Good shot. Thought he was going to catch that 7 and end up in the stew. But he's straight in. He got the next worst thing. But the shooting stop, take the 7 in the side. He's right where he was anyway, if he was shot and stopped. Just stop there. That's a good shot. He's not undefeated at 11 o'clock on Saturday night because he can't play. He's a real good player. Former Action Pull Tour Player of the Year and Tour Champion several years ago. I like the high left and 1, 2 cushions, 3 cushions to the same pocket. I don't know what the grind is here. High left ball is what he's grinding. I don't know what he was grinding for. He's only straight in on it. Two games apiece. I've been looking at that shot for over 60 years. No, not quite 60 years, 57 years.
Hit number 4, go with
2-2, we got ourselves a little match here. Dr. David Hunt of Richmond versus
hit number 4.
Eric Moore of Virginia Beach. All the balls are still in the light, so David's up at the table.
13, let's go with Justin Martin and BJ. BJ and Justin, table number 13.
Uh-oh. Larry ain't gonna, David ain't gonna like this. Thin ball and around the table. Yes, sir. Here, coming off this one ball, almost a guaranteed double kiss. If he has to kick and the 6 is there and the 1 will get trapped between the 1 and the cue ball and a double kiss. Probably. No strike. Another skinny ball. Play the low. No, not. I don't know about that. On the other side of it, skinny the ball, and come 3 rails to the 7, or shooting stick right there and draw it behind the 5-6. That's a shot I like. Playing to make this ball. There's just no percentage to it.
He's another one that heard you say I couldn't get out.
He said,
I never said you couldn't
I
get
know.
out.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
I heard you.
I'm giving you a hard time.
I heard you when you apologized to him for saying it.
Well,
By the way, I am up next. That's why they haven't played. So
well, you know, but you never beat yourself. You got mad a couple years, a few years ago, and I yelled at you a little bit at
You did.
Virginia Beach because you were squandering it with too much emotion.
Yep. I agree. It happens sometimes.
Of course it does. Lifers, what are we gonna do? That's exactly how it goes. I'm,
2-2, so 30 minutes. Raymond.
You can go out and play parking lot. In other words, go out with clubs or bricks or trash can lids or something and do a gladiator game out in the middle of the lot. Whoever walks in is moves up on the winner's side.
You're going to be sitting here all day.
But that wasn't how I ever came off. I was just merely commenting on his style, which was kind of reconnaissance, moves, a lot more than the power run lots of racks games in this alternate break format. And that's why he's been effective in this tour, because of that. It's always, everything we say is up to interpretation anyway. But you see, at one time I was gonna go to Georgetown to be a diplomat. Instead, I turned in the exact same thing that a diplomat is, except they're called hustlers. Hustlers tell you what you want to hear when you want to hear it. So do diplomats. But hustlers occasionally get in trouble. Diplomats never get in trouble. They get kicked out persona non grata, and they say, don't come back, you've worn out your welcome here. So I'll go back and get reassigned to another pool room. I'm George Hammerbacher, incidentally.
I'm the dentist's wife.
Oh. Nice man, Dr. Dave.
Thank you, sir.
Are you a fang banger too?
Oh, what?
A fang banger? No? You don't mess with fangs? Okay. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, but my name is Regina.
Hmm?
Regina is my name.
Uh-huh. Let's see what Eric can come up with here with a he may be drawing this ball off the side rail back into the 5-6. No, he sold out. Eventually, you might have more pool tables in your house than this place. That's when you know you're in trouble. Yeah. But it's nice to see him out playing. His trouble is that 9 ball is in a fairly grody spot. He's going to have to put a little musculature into this nugget.
Table number 2, Greg Saban.
What you did?
Davis. Saban to Davis, table number 2.
Went a little bit past his mark, though. He wanted to be straight in or parallel. He didn't want to be coming out too much on the 7. He might be forced to roll this ball. Now he's drawing it over. Tough shot. He was a little wrong on the ball. But he might have got fortunate and left Eric a jump or a twister or a kicker. Oh, The half masse from the pike position. Now,
Can't watch this short. He's played too much like me. Go watch Justin and BJ play. Should be a good match.
good shot. Got to stretch a little bit. He's going to be tortured walking on that bone spur. Well, I don't know. Dave knocks it home and reassumes the lead at 3-2. We had over 80 players come in here this afternoon at noon, kicked this event off, and they're bidding to have 16 back on the men and 4 on the women by the time the smoke all clears tonight. Oh my goodness. What kept that one ball out of there? It looked like a ping pong ball in a tornado. Bobbled, you know, and you think the law of gravity would take over at some point. But this is a real difficult rack. These balls are all sitting real tough. probably a safety is gonna. He called that bank? If he did, all right. From the play, you see now here in this position, Eric has the option to have David shoot again, or he can shoot. Maybe he can hit this 3, and if that's the case, it's. Oh. Seven, 10 are lined up in a different, tough position. Might play the side pocket. Oh, that was a 4 ball. Excuse me, folks. Been a long day. He's got to hurry. Gonna have to hit this little skinny mini here. Oh, then he sells out.
You want to be like that, huh? So we were friends. What? 69 and that doesn't mean nothing to you? That's a gift. I get it. I'm not charging enough for that. No, you want it, you gotta choose.
Eric might have a look at this 1 ball through the gap there. And either has a safety or he can play offensively. He looks like he could play either. I'm not sure. That's a solid shot from Dave. Big game here. Go up 5-2. It's a huge.
Liz and Lisa, y'all be on the next available table. Liz and Lisa on the next available table.
That might go in a way that helps Eric.
Randy Jackson, Nick Carson.
Rather than giving Dave an easy shot on the 1 and position on the 3, Dave has got the 3 ball, but it's got a long way to travel to get back to the 4. So Eric got a little lucky there, maybe. I think he's got a soup sandwich from there. Might only have the outside of that ball, if that. Can't tell from my vantage point or the monitor as to how much ball, if any, he can hit. That's a very savvy move. Eric might have the edge of the 4 and come all the way back up table. Good safety play here. A good match between a couple of very good players, albeit late in the day. But that's going to be a foul because no ball's reached a cushion after contact. This match has been games 1 and groups of 2 so far. 2 games in a row, twice for Dave and once for Eric.
Come on, look at it again, man. Don't run away so fast.
Good solid opportunity here. This should be okay. Might be straight on this ball. Had enough. Good stroke. Eric Moore wins game number 7, cuts the gap to 4 games to 3. Still a real big rack here. Dave needs to make it happen on his break. Makes the 6, makes the 3. and has just a tough cut on the one or a safety play. Nice touch to the cushion. Might have left the edge of the one. A good hit, that was all. Eric didn't have much of anything on that one. The one on the cross bank is a probable double kiss. He might go off the one and into the 5 and 8. Oh, he played the cross bank. Not quite. Oh, he's looking at it off the rail. It might play. He's on the correct side of it if he can get enough left English on the cue ball. He can spin it to win it. He hit it good. Yes, he did. Eric Moore wins the next 2 games, and now it's 4-4. That was a hell of a shot. A hell of a shot there. Eric's a wonderful player. He's been working full-time as a longshoreman and covering pool tables. He works hard. I'm just glad he could come up and play. Great turnout this weekend.
Liz Taylor, table 15 each. Hassel Taylor, 15.
Uh-oh. Eric's in tasty position here. He's got a natural 1-3-4. Getting on the 6 is going to be the prize in this Cracker Jack box. The old saying they used to say there was a surprise inside at the bottom. Might have been a little pack of dental floss, right? Maybe that stuff made dentists rich, I don't know. Sure kept them busy. I was hankering for some caramel corn, and I'm staying in a hotel, and I go to this big place right next to it, you know, the all-night gas and go joint with every imaginable sinful snack known to man, and they didn't have caramel corn. They had everything else you could ever imagine, and I was so cheated, I felt violated. That was that was almost a good shot, but
Robert Short.
Dave has a hit at this ball. Didn't lock the 6 ball, cue ball on the 8.
Graham Swinson, JT Ringgold, table number 8. Table number 8 for Ringgold Swinson.
If he comes off that side rail, it'll be close to a split to 610. I just heard the word split uttered by the combatants.
Number 11. Scoot over table 11, please. Table 11, right next door. Swinson and JT. Table number 8. Let's go with Milbert Lynn and Ivor Lincoln.
This
Lynn and Lincoln, table 8.
This is a curiosity shot. I'm curious as to what he's going to do. He's curious himself. He might have to put the electric eye or the garlic breath on the 6, skinny it in the side, and hopefully the cue ball hits 2 glue patches and stops so he can get position on the 7.
Matt Crawl, Billy Gallagher, table number 8. Crawl, Gallagher, table 8.
He's called the 10 ball combination. He's going to probably draw his cue ball way back. Right. Good effort from Eric here. Very difficult shot. But I tell my students that you can play good every day. You're not always going to shoot good, but you can sure play the right shots for you, not somebody else's shot, your shot. He's coming back near the 7 and banking the 6 towards the 8. Easy speed, I think. Oh, he tried to skinny the ball and sold out. Tried to. Or hit it perfectly bad. If you don't hit it perfect, hit it perfectly bad. Or badly perfect. But this is a good out from Eric here. Should be. Might have bought straight in on this ball. He did. He shot crooked on the 6. He bounced the 6 in and lost his market. Had to put a behemoth stroke on that 7 ball. That's a good shot. That's a real tender victuals. A roll to the short side. He don't even have anything other than a roll to the short side, right where his hand is. That's pretty much what he had in mind. Well, maybe a ball past it, but close enough for state work. He's headed into the side on that tangent line, so he's going to have to draw it. 5 games to 4 in favor of Mr. Eric Moore.
You did on purpose, man. I don't want to play with you no more.
Big game for Dave here. He might have been slight underdog in this match, but he's acquitted himself real well, especially on a bum wheel. He shot real well. He needs a good break shot and get his momentum and his mojo back. That's got to be real hard on him being on his feet like he is doing. But they sit a lot, though. I know tennis sit a lot now. The fang bangers I deal with in Baltimore do anyway. They used to always just stand the whole time when they just sat in a chair, you know, from when I was younger. Now you almost seem like you're laying on the floor.
Table number 10, Mark Manishi. Shane Wolford, Mark Manishi, table 10.
Is it nippy out there, Larry? I would think so. It's in the teens in Baltimore tonight, so I guess I'm glad I'm down here. Real good match up here. The banter, the repartee, the palaver. Well, this is a hit and hope shot. Not bad. He fans on it and leaves Dave ball in hand, and not a great. It's a fair opportunity, I guess, if he gets correct on the 3 ball. Does he pull it between the 6 and 9 and get a good shot on the 3 ball? Ah, the inside of the ball. That's a real good shot there. That's pure. That's as good as he could ever hope here. Decelerated. He might be able to reclaim it with all the high right English that ever existed. Or draw it to the short side. Very nice. Reasonable angle. Maybe. He's got to make sure that he can get enough ball and not get caught behind the 7 and 8. Well, I hit it real rough. Yeah. Inside the 10. That'll play. Uh-oh. Nah, he's good. All the way around the horn. Left hand English and go between, or yep. 2 rails to the 9 in the side, or draw it over. That's the best shot in his arsenal right here. Draw it across the face of this ball and stick it in the mud on that rail. Oh, the announcer's curse got him. All right, Dave has a chance to even this at 5 apiece.
Oh, I can see it, yeah. I can see the wrong side of it. You've been hooking me over there, too. Taking my ball and going home. Trying to play with you. Go ahead, I'm not. No, take all the time you need. I'm not seeing for an hour. That's all right. I'll wait. No problem.
Hope. Hope, hope. I'm going to call Jenny Craig on this one. Hit a little thin. Now it looks like he's playing safe or banking it. That's a reasonable shot. Did the best he could with it. The sheriff, the landlord, and the locksmith are all on the scene. He's got to cut the room rent. Hup. Ping pong ball in a tornado. 6 games to 4. man, I'm almost a day older. In fact, I think we all fall into that category. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors here. The Haselman and Hunt Family Dentistry. Dr. Dave Hunt is currently in Mortal Kombat in the TV arena against the Beast of Virginia Beach.
Very nice to meet you.
We've got Full Stroke Billiard Apparel, brand new to the Action Tour. And welcome. Thanks for your sponsorship. And they're offering an exclusive 10% off to everyone that's watching here tonight on the live stream. Simply enter 10% off during your checkout at www.fullstrokebilliards.com and reap the benefits. And any of you watching on the Action Tour, if you feel altruistic, and hit the donate button on the stream, and we do have expenses. Oh, we have a cue ball was sunburned and it sought the shade. Might be a quick 110. I like the 110. The 4-6 is gnarly. But it's not my shot, it's his. I rate him favored to shoot the 110. Has a chance to get a quick game and get back on serve. He drives the joker home. He trails now by the score of 6-5, and he's back on the break. That's a con job. That run out was tough. Those two balls on the rail like that. At midnight, that rack gets real tough. When we're feeling... Well, this is going to be an interesting finish here, maybe. Dave is in contention in this, and it's all you can do is, with a couple of the real tough players here, all you can do is get in contention. Funny things can happen. Oh, that 6-ball wobbled, didn't go down. Something did, though. The 3-ball is in the shade. But that 410 are in It's a tough spot. Be unrealistic to get that perfect position from that distance, but he might. I sort of like him playing high left and going 2 rails and holding on to the line. But he draws it, that's his style. The trouble with that shot is that
Just leave it in the car?
it was the wrong shot. I would have gone 2 rails and held on to that angle. Even if I'd have been in the next zip code, I would have still had something. But it was his shot. See what he can come up with now. Lots of left English. Try to clip the 2 and hide somehow or other. That's a respectable effort. That's real respectable. I think. Maybe it isn't. No, it wasn't respectable. I can't see what he sees. That's that was tasty. That was a monster there. Play that tried and true shot for the corner and just draw it over. Good shot. That was just a well, Eric Moore is on the hill, and Dave has to win the last 3 here. He gets kicked in the side. There's still some fog on the mirror yet. Still got a little fog on the mirror. He isn't. He isn't done yet. He's got an opportunity. He's going to have to make the most of this. Every shot from here, he's got to play it correctly from here. Got to go a little past his mark. Got to get parallel with the 3. Be a ball short of that first diamond, I think. That's respectable. Some high left ball and should have some marking on the 5. Hit it, Dave, hit it. Two choices, either shut your eyes and bank this ball, or cut the ball with the inside and hope to get the roll. Got to cut the ball on the inside and hope to get the roll, I think. Runs into the 6. He cuts the 6 up and goes right into the 10 and stays there for the 7, just like William Tell. He's misplaced his mineral. Condemned man ate a hearty meal. Yeah, he fought the good fight. Well, that looks like a final 8-5 for Eric Moore over Dave Hunt. Dave goes to the 1-loss side, and Eric continues undefeated. Our next match is going to be another terrific matchup between the local player, Mr. Larry Kressel from this very pool room, against Raymart Lim from Virginia Beach. In a very, very nice matchup, Midnight Madness. We'll be back in a few minutes with the Kressel and Raymart Lim matchup.